SuperTalk Mississippi and SuperTalk.fm.
Congressman Alan Nunnelee joins us here on the JT Show, live in Washington. Congressman Nunnelee, I hope the 4th of July was well to you and got a good holiday, and now back to the grind to Washington.
Well, JT, I got to spend the 4th of July in Mississippi. So I got my battery recharged, and I'm back in D.C. We're ready to work.
There's a lot of things to talk about: immigration bill, farm bill. I know y'all even voted today, I believe, or pushing to vote to slash the IRS budget by 24%. So I tell you what, those are probably the three things we'll get to cover in our short time. So wherever you'd like to start.
Don't leave out Obamacare. There's a lot of news with that.
Yeah, well, let's go. Let's get into the middle of it. Where would you like to start?
I'll take any one of those you want to start with.
Well, let's start with Obamacare. I went to the doctor this morning and had to check up, and I felt like I was a brand new patient. I had to fill out even more stuff like I'd never been there, and I've been going there for years today.
Well, you know, the people that were opposed to Obamacare said that prices are going to go up, that it's going to restrict job growth, that it is going to convolute medical care in a way that this country's never seen. And the proponents laughed at them. Well, as recent as 6 weeks ago, one of the strongest supporters for Obamacare in the United States Senate said it's going to be a train wreck. He saw it coming, and he told the truth. And last week, just before the 4th of July, the Obama administration acknowledged that train wreck. And they said for businesses that have 50 or more employees, we're just going to ignore the law. We're not going to apply Obamacare to you because it is a mess. I think that's a good first step, but it doesn't go near enough.
Well, I know that House Appropriations Committee started marking up the spending bill, where these guys are going to try to maybe slash their budget, do it with sequestration and things like that. It's a shame, Congressman Nunnelee, that we have National Guard people here in Mississippi being furloughed while the president jaunts around the country on millions and millions of dollars worth of vacations and trips. And we continue to expand and continue to purchase ammunition. We continue to hire people in the IRS and all these things that are going on. It's alarming, the things that are happening in this country, and we continue to just watch it happen in front of our eyes.
Oh, well, in the House, we're doing everything we can to claw and scratch. What's frustrating is that we come to the table, it's got three sides, and we've got one seat at a three-sided table.
What about?
But we're doing everything we can to deal with it.
Is the immigration bill dead in the House?
The Senate immigration bill is absolutely dead. You know, it's got everything wrong. It starts with putting 11 million people that are here illegally, and it's going to put them to the front of the line to make them citizens, putting them ahead of the people that have gone through the legal process. The Senate bill virtually ignores border security, which is where I think we need to start.
My deal is this, though, Congressman Nunnelee. Even if we get a law, I'm not sure they'll implement it. That's the other scary part about it.
Well, if they have chosen to ignore their signature piece of legislation, Obamacare, what in the world makes you think that you could trust them to implement any other law?
That's a good point. That's one thing that well, look, first of all, if Obamacare is delayed again, it should be repealed. That's enough right there to let you know that it should be repealed right there. But we know it's a political game. I know it's a political game. You do too. They're trying to protect their hides going into the 2014 midterms and trying to hold on to the Senate. And they don't want people to know how bad this bill is and how bad this law is. As far as the immigration, You pretty much feel that the Senate immigration bill is dead, and what's going to happen with the House? I know there's a lot of things going on with Eric Cantor right now and trying to whip up some votes on some other things as far as the immigration bill is concerned. Again, my concern is I think y'all can pass anything you want with border security. I'm just not sure they're going to go through with it. I'm not sure that the White House or the Department of Justice would follow through with it.
Well, I think there's a couple things that will happen in the House. Under Nancy Pelosi's leadership, she said, let's just pass it now and we'll find out what's in it later. Well, that's not going to happen in this House. It's certainly not going to happen with immigration. We're not going to ram through a major piece of legislation in the dark of the night. Nobody knows what's in it. I think what you will see is a methodical approach. In the first place, I don't know of anybody that's going to step up and say what we're currently doing with immigration is working. It's not. But we're going to have a methodical approach, may even deal with it piecemeal. Let's take it one step at a time. In my mind, we need to start with securing the border. Also, we need to start with some type of system that measures people that are here legally on temporary visas, because most of the people that are here illegally actually came to the country in a legal manner, and they just overstayed their visa. We've got to come up with a way to continue to monitor those folks, and when their visa expires, then they either have to legally renew it or get out of the country.
That's a good point, and I just have concerns all around. Of course, I think it's all going to end up nothing, because I don't think the Senate's going to act on y'all's bill, even if you do get something together. It's almost like a dead end street that you guys keep running into. You go down another street, it's a dead end. You go down another street, it's a dead end. It's got to be frustrating up there in the House right now to be doing what you guys are trying to do, trying to work for the American people, and then just end up on another dead end street because of Harry Reid in the Senate. Well,
I would suggest doing nothing is far preferable than us rubber stamping the Senate bill.
Absolutely.
Well, we're not going to do that.
Oh, I'm with you on that now. I'm with you on that. Please don't let that bill go through. I don't think anybody in this country wants amnesty for people, and of course with that would come the all the things and the benefits and stuff that goes with it. What about this farm bill? I understand they've hacked it up. They've kind of chopped it in half, and you guys are actually going to deal with the agriculture side of it. Is that correct?
Well, we're still trying to count votes. The thing that frustrated me about the farm bill is if we do nothing on the farm bill, food stamps continue as they are. The only way we reform the food stamp program is to pass some kind of legislation. And the cost of food stamps has doubled over the last 5 years. Projections are it's going to double again over the next 5 years. So the bill that was defeated, that I voted for, had significant reforms to food stamps, things like allowing states to do drug testing, allowing states to put in work requirements, the exact same work requirements that Bill Clinton signed into law for welfare. So I think it had some really good common sense reforms that we need to apply to the food stamp program.
I think it is one that we need to certainly look at, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Congressman Alan Nunnelee here with us, joins us here on the JT Show as we continue to look at some of the things that are facing them. What's the next hurdle in the House after we get past this immigration and the farm bill? Anything else? You guys going to try to repeal Obamacare one more time? I think that'd be a good idea in my opinion, but
well, I think you're going to see us. We voted 37 times to repeal it, to dismantle it, to defund the portion that was not pre-funded. But I think the president has given us an opportunity. He said we're going to exempt Obamacare. We're going to exempt companies that have over 50 employees. Well, I think you're going to see us pass legislation that says, okay, you need to exempt small business as well. You need to exempt individuals that are going to be required to go out and buy a health insurance plan that meets the federal government's guidelines. I think you're going to see us try to exempt this Independent Payment Advisory Board, the group of 15 unelected bureaucrats that are going to be making health care decisions for seniors. And we're going to say if it's good for big business that you delay this, then we need to delay it for all these other people as well.
It's interesting times that we live in, Congressman Nunnelee, and I appreciate the hard work that you continue to do for the people of your district and all of Mississippi, and not varying, but staying on course and staying on the conservative side for us. You promised us you'd do that, and so far so good, and I commend you for that.
Well, and it's a privilege to talk with you and your listeners, because your listeners are on top of things. They know what's going on, and it's a privilege to visit with you.
Congressman Nunnelee, anytime, and especially if you need us, if you have some issues, you need anything, you need to let me know. Get here with us, and we'll put you on right off the bat. Keep fighting for us, and maybe we can stop this Obamacare train wreck. I know you're on it, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That's Congressman Alan Nunnelee. Thank you very much. on the JT Show.
Super Talk Mississippi and SuperTalk.fm.